I know about a bug that will blow you away. Let's talk about that. Welcome to Science is Cool with Ian Goldblum. I'm your host, Ian Goldblum. Today, I'm going to be talking with you guys about a very special little bug with a very explosive gift. This, of course, is the Bomberdier beetle. This insect is about half an inch long, and it mixes chemicals that explode. Creation tells us that everyone and everything was made unique by God with a plan and a purpose. However, evolution tells us that everything and everyone was evolved from something that came from nothing. As I said before, this episode is about a bug that can mix chemicals in his hindquarters to make an explosion. Now, how could that evolve? Let's say if evolution is true and you're evolving along, but you don't have any defense mechanism because that is the defense mechanism of this bug. So, how could he evolve that? The first time he evolves this explosion, what happens to the bug? Boom! You splattered your bug. Well, do bug pieces evolve? No, of course not. If it's dead, it can't evolve. Well then, if it doesn't explode, then what happens? Inside the hindquarters of his abdomen, he has a little factory that manufactures a chemical and produces a catalyst. So that when he squirts the chemical in with these other chemicals, it creates an explosion. The first time it creates that chemical explosion, what happens? Boom! It blows itself up again. Do splattered bug pieces evolve? No. If it's dead, it can't evolve. But it doesn't. Why? Because it has an asbestos-lined firing chamber. And even then, it would still blow itself up if it didn't have anywhere for the explosion to go. But it does. It has twin tail tubes, and these tubes can aim in any direction around its body. Let's say a spider is coming up toward its side, and it doesn't have time to turn and shoot. It can just re-aim its tail like a gun turret, and then shoot. If you listen to the explosion on this little bug, all you can hear is one pop. But if you put it into slow motion, you realize it's actually hundreds of little explosions, one right after another. Now, why is that? Many scientists have studied this, and they have discovered that if it were one pop, the little bug, if you were shooting at a spider to his side, the force of that one pop would be great enough to launch himself like the burner of a jet plane. But as long as it's a sequential explosion, sequential meaning one right after another, this little bug has enough strength in his legs to hold on. Now, how could any creature evolve into that? This little bug disproves every theory of evolution. There is no way a slow, gradual process will produce this bug. There's no way any evolution could explain this. Any explosion prior to the Bomberdier beetle being a complete creation would result in the death of the bug. And if it dies, it can't evolve. That's it for today's episode. I'm your host, Ian Goldblum, signing off. And remember, science is cool.